Today we're going to talk about something that's been sitting in the back of your mind, something that might have been gnawing at you for years. You felt it, even if you didn't fully understand it. There's something different about you, something that sets you apart from everyone else. You've noticed it in how you see the world, how you experience life, and how things seem to move around you. This isn't just a random feeling, it's a sign. You're not like everyone else, and you're not supposed to be. You are one of the most powerful chosen ones in existence. You probably already sense that you don't fit into the usual molds. You've tried to blend in at times, maybe even forced yourself to follow the paths laid out by others. But something always felt off, right? There's a reason for that. The most powerful chosen ones don't follow the same rules. From the very beginning, your life was meant to break those patterns. This is why things have never been normal for you, because you weren't built for ordinary. One of the first signs that you are one of the most powerful chosen ones is that life seems to be different for you than it is for other people. While others seem to move through life by following a straight line, you've noticed that your life comes with unexpected twists and turns. Challenges seem to find you more often, but so do breakthroughs that no one else could see coming. It's like you're playing a different game than everyone else. That's not random. You've been given these experiences to prepare you, to sharpen your abilities, to make you into someone who can handle power beyond the ordinary.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Another sign is that you attract synchronicities, those moments that feel too perfect, too aligned to be a coincidence. Ever notice how certain numbers keep showing up? Or how specific opportunities seem to come to you exactly when you need them, even if they look completely random from the outside? That's not luck. That's the universe speaking to you, moving things around in your favor because you're tuned into something greater. Most people don't see the signs. They brush them off as accidents. But you recognize them. You know that the universe is speaking through these moments. That recognition alone is one of the clearest signs that you're operating at a different level. But let's take it a step further. The most powerful chosen ones often feel like they're walking this path alone. Even when you're surrounded by people, there's still that deep sense that no one really understands what you're going through. That's not loneliness, it's purpose. You weren't designed to blend in or to be part of the crowd. That feeling of being set apart, it's not an accident. You've been kept separate because your path is different. Most people can't walk it. They don't have the vision, the insight, or the strength to handle what you're being prepared for. It's not rejection, it's selection. Another powerful sign is that you have a heightened sense of awareness. You pick up on things other people miss. You notice the energy in a room shift. You sense when something's off, even if no one else does. You might not even be able to explain how you know, but you just do. That's your gift, your ability to tap into forces and energies that most people can't see. And the more you embrace this, the stronger it becomes. This awareness extends into your intuition. You've always had a strong sense of things before they happen. People call it gut instinct, but for you, it's more than that. It's as if you're receiving information from somewhere beyond the physical world. Whether it's about people or situations, you get a clear sense of whether something is right or wrong, even when there's no logical reason for you to know. This isn't random. It's one of the strongest signs of a chosen one's power. Let's talk about resilience. One of the most powerful traits of the chosen ones is how they seem to bounce back, no matter what life throws at them. Others might fold under pressure, give up when things get tough, but not you. You've been through situations that would break most people, and you've come out stronger every time. You might not always see it while you're going through it, but looking back, you can see that each challenge was there to sharpen you, to build a level of strength and wisdom that few people possess. You've endured so much because you're built for more. That's not just a sign, it's a confirmation. Now, one of the toughest things for chosen ones is that their path isn't always straightforward. It's full of obstacles, delays, moments where it feels like everything is going wrong. But every time you find your way through, that's because you're not being tested for nothing. The universe is putting you through these challenges to prepare you for what's coming next. The stronger your mission, the harder the preparation. The power you're stepping into requires that kind of sharpening. And this preparation, it's not random. It's the universe getting you ready to use your power in ways that can shift everything around you. Here's something important: you've always had a sense that you were here for something bigger. Even when things seemed uncertain, even when you doubted yourself, deep down you knew. That's the difference between you and everyone else. Other people are content to just live, to exist. But you've always had this internal knowing that your life was meant for something more, something that could impact the world in a significant way. That feeling, that constant pull towards something bigger, that's one of the strongest signs that you're a chosen one. But with that power comes responsibility. You can't afford to live the way others do. You can't waste time on things that don't serve your purpose. And sometimes that's tough. It means you might have to let go of certain relationships, certain habits, or even certain versions of yourself. But that's part of stepping into your power as one of the most powerful chosen ones. You're here to break through the limitations that others accept as normal. So far, we've explored the signs that confirm you are among the most powerful chosen ones. Now let's talk about the next level. What do you do with this power? How do you unlock it fully and step into the role that the universe has been preparing you for? To start, let's break down what power really means for you. It's not about control over others or dominance. It's about mastery over yourself. The most powerful chosen ones aren't focused on trying to bend the world to their will. They focus on mastering their own energy, their own mind, and their own actions. When you've mastered yourself, everything else naturally falls into place. You don't need to force things to happen because you're in sync with the flow of the universe. One of the key ways you unlock your power is by embracing your path without hesitation. You've already seen the signs. You know this is your destiny. But it's easy to get distracted, to let doubt creep in, to question whether you're really capable of all that's being asked of you. But that doubt, that's just a part of the old programming. You're not here to question your power, you're here to own it. You've been given a purpose that most people can't even fathom. And the more you embrace that, the more doors will open for you. Opportunities that seem impossible to others will start showing up in your life because your energy is aligned with a higher frequency. That's how the most powerful chosen ones operate. They attract what they need when they need it. Now, let's talk about energy. You have a gift that few people do: the ability to influence energy in a room, in people, and even in situations. You've probably noticed it already. When you walk into a space, the energy shifts. When you focus your attention on something, it moves. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a direct reflection of your power. But here's the key: you have to learn how to harness this energy intentionally. How do you do that? By mastering your emotions and your focus. Your emotions are incredibly powerful, but when left unchecked, they can scatter your energy. You need to learn how to center yourself, how to stay grounded in your power, even when things around you are chaotic. Because once you're grounded, nothing can shake you. When you're in that state of alignment, your energy becomes a force that others can feel. You don't even have to say anything. People will just know that you're different, that you're operating on a higher level. As one of the most powerful chosen ones, you're also here to lead. But this leadership doesn't always look like traditional leadership. You're not here to control people, you're here to inspire them, to show them what's possible by being an example of what it means to live in your truth. We're now at the point where everything is coming together, and what's about to unfold next will change everything for you. By this stage, you already know you're different, but being one of the most powerful chosen ones is not just about knowing, it's about action. The universe has laid out the signs, and now it's time to step into the full force of what that means. This isn't a passive role you're meant to play. It's not about waiting for something to happen. You're here to create, to shift, to lead in ways that others can't even imagine. So let's get into what it means to be truly unstoppable. You've already experienced isolation, the feeling that no one understands you. You've learned how to trust your intuition, how to read the energy around you, and how to recognize when the universe is communicating directly with you. But that's not the end of the journey. There's another level you're being called to, and that level is about using your energy with intention. It's about tapping into that unstoppable force within you and learning how to direct it. The most powerful chosen ones aren't swayed by what's happening around them. The outside world can be chaotic, full of noise and distractions. Most people get lost in that noise, they react to it, they get caught up in it, and they let it dictate their energy. But you're not here to react, you're here to create. When you reach this level of mastery, the chaos of the world no longer affects you. Instead, you start to realize that you're shaping the world around you with your energy. Your focus becomes your power. Here's the secret: the more you learn to control your energy, the more power you have to shape your reality. This isn't about manipulating people or forcing outcomes. It's about aligning your internal energy with the flow of the universe so that everything you need starts to align with you. Opportunities, connections, breakthroughs, they'll all begin to fall into place because you're no longer fighting against the current. You are the current. You've probably already noticed that when you're in alignment, things happen effortlessly. When you're clear on what you want, when your energy is centered, doors open that seemed locked before. This is the natural flow of your power. But to truly harness it, you have to stay focused. You can't let the distractions of the outside world pull you away from what you're here to do. At this point, you've already built resilience through the challenges you've faced. You've gone through hardships that others wouldn't be able to handle. You've been tested over and over because the universe is making sure you're ready for the power you're stepping into. The bigger your mission, the harder the preparation. But now, you're ready to step into the next level, and that means learning to direct your energy with precision. Intentional energy is what separates the most powerful chosen ones from everyone else. Most people scatter their energy, they focus on too many things, they worry about too many outcomes, they let fear or doubt creep in. But your power comes from focusing your energy on what truly matters and trusting that everything else will fall into place. When you direct your energy with intention, you become unstoppable. You start to notice that you're manifesting things quicker than others, that your thoughts and desires seem to materialize faster. That's not a coincidence, it's because you've tapped into a higher level of power. Let's talk about what that power looks like. You've probably already experienced moments where your presence alone shifts the energy in a room. When you walk in, people notice even if you don't say anything. That's because your energy is vibrating at a higher frequency, and those around you can feel it, even if they don't fully understand it. This is part of your gift as a chosen one. Your energy speaks louder than words. But here's the catch: you have to learn to control it. When you're intentional with your energy, you don't just influence the room, you influence outcomes. Think about it. How many times have you wanted something, only for it to show up in ways you didn't expect? How often do you notice that when you stop chasing something, it comes to you effortlessly? That's your power in action. When you align your energy with your intentions, the universe has no choice but to respond. But most people don't realize this. They scatter their energy, they doubt themselves, and they lose focus. But you've learned that your energy is your greatest asset. So what's next? You've already unlocked parts of your potential, but the next level is about mastery. Mastery over your mind, your emotions, and your focus. This is where you become truly unstoppable. The most powerful chosen ones aren't thrown off by setbacks or challenges. They know that every challenge is just another way to strengthen their power. You've been through enough to know that setbacks are temporary, but your growth is permanent. The more you master yourself, the more everything around you begins to align with your vision. And let's be clear, this isn't about perfection. Even the most powerful chosen ones have moments of doubt, moments where things don't go as planned. But what makes you different is that you don't stay in that space. You recover quickly. You realign faster than anyone else, because you know that doubt is just a distraction. You don't let it consume you because you've learned that your purpose is too important to get stuck in those moments. Now, here's a deep question for you. What are you going to do with all of this power? You've been given gifts that most people don't even realize exist. You've been through the fire, you've been sharpened, and now you're ready. But what are you going to create with this power? This isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's not about recognition or validation from the outside world. You've been chosen because the universe needs you to make an impact, one that goes beyond the surface. So how are you going to use that power? The most powerful chosen ones understand that their gifts are not just for themselves. They're here to shift the energy of the world around them, to lead by example, to show others what's possible. You're not here to play small. You're here to create, to lead, and to make waves that others can follow. You've recognized the signs, you've seen how your power manifests in ways that set you apart, and now we're at the point where there's no turning back. The universe has been shaping you for this moment, and now it's time to own it fully. This isn't just about recognizing your power anymore. This is about stepping into it, owning it, and using it in ways that not only transform your life but the world around you. So what does it mean to own your destiny as the most powerful chosen one? It means that from this point forward, you stop doubting yourself. You stop hesitating, second-guessing, and waiting for the right moment. You are the moment. Every decision you make from now on, every action you take, needs to be aligned with your higher purpose. There's no more room for fear or doubt because you've been given this power for a reason. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and neither should you. Let's get real here. You're not like anyone else. You've known this all along, but now it's time to truly embrace it. Your path was never meant to be the same as everyone else's. You've been set apart, called to something bigger, and your power is proof of that. People will sense it. Some will be drawn to you because they recognize something in you that they don't understand. Others might be intimidated or even try to pull you down. But none of that matters, because when you step into your power fully, nothing can stop you. Here's what's important: owning your power doesn't mean forcing it on others. It's not about proving anything. The most powerful chosen ones are silent in their strength. They don't need to boast or convince anyone of their abilities. The power speaks for itself. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts. When you focus on a goal, things start moving in ways that others can't explain. That's the essence of being the most powerful chosen one. You don't have to chase anything. You attract everything you need. But owning your power also comes with responsibility. You've been given this for a reason, and it's not just about personal gain, it's about impact. The universe has entrusted you with gifts that have the potential to change lives. So, the question is, how are you going to use it? Most people live in fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside of the box. But you don't have the luxury of fear anymore. You've been given too much. Fear is the enemy of power, and it's not welcome in your life anymore. When you stop letting fear dictate your actions, you become unstoppable. You've already seen glimpses of this in your life, moments when everything just clicked, when you knew exactly what to do, and when things aligned perfectly. Those weren't accidents. That was you, fully in your power. Imagine what your life would look like if you operated at that level all the time. That's where you're headed now. Another part of owning your power is understanding that you don't need permission. You don't need anyone to validate you or tell you that you're on the right path. You already know. You've known from the beginning. Waiting for permission, waiting for someone else to recognize your greatness, that's how you lose time. You're past that. The most powerful chosen ones move through life with the certainty that they are exactly where they need to be, doing exactly what they need to do. There's no hesitation, no seeking approval. And let's talk about purpose. Your purpose isn't just some vague idea or lofty goal. It's specific, and it's personal. You've been through things that no one else could have survived. You faced challenges that seemed insurmountable at the time, but you made it through. Why? Because your purpose is stronger than any obstacle. Every challenge was preparing you for this moment, to step into your role fully. You are built for this. But here's the deeper truth: being the most powerful chosen one isn't about dominating others or accumulating material success. It's about mastery over yourself. You've already begun this journey, but now it's time to take it even further. Mastery means that your emotions, your mind, and your energy are fully aligned. It means that you no longer react to what's happening around you, you create from within. This is where your true power lies. It's the ability to stay centered no matter what's happening externally, because you know that everything you need is already within you. At this point, it's important to understand that balance is key. With great power comes great responsibility, but also the need for balance. You can't be constantly pushing forward without taking time to recharge, to ground yourself. The most powerful chosen ones know that their energy is their most valuable resource, and they guard it carefully. You've learned that not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not every situation requires your attention. When you're in control of your energy, you're in control of your life. Now, let's address the impact you're about to make. You're a leader. Whether you want the title or not, people are going to look to you for guidance, for direction, for inspiration. And that's not because you're shouting the loudest or demanding attention, it's because people can feel your energy. They can sense your alignment, your certainty, and they want to be part of that. Leadership isn't about control, it's about being the example that others want to follow. When you walk in your power, you naturally become a beacon for those who are lost. You're showing them what's possible by simply being yourself. But here's where things get really interesting. The universe is aligning people, opportunities, and events around you because you're ready. All of the pieces are falling into place, and what you've been waiting for is already on its way. The time for hesitation is over. It's time to fully step into your role as the most powerful chosen one. And when you do, the impact will be undeniable. Your power is no longer just potential, it's real, and it's here. So now, let's finish with the most important thing: what happens next. You've already recognized the signs. You've seen your power manifest in ways that have surprised even you. But now, there's no more surprise. This is intentional. You've been chosen for a reason, and it's time to fully own that. Everything you've been through has led you to this point, and from here on out, you're creating from a place of absolute certainty. You are the most powerful chosen one in existence. And now, it's time to live like it.